Okay, this is going to be a bit of a shaky video because I'm going to try and show you the gauges and the adjustments down here, which obviously I'm going to have to keep moving. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to remove this rubber cap that's there, and the vacuum tube comes off as well, which is on that, so that's off, and I'm going to be removing this bung as well, so that we can get a reading off all three carburetors. So I'm going to hook all these pipes up now, and I'll come back to you in a minute. Okay, I've got the gauges hooked up, as you can see. So this one is the right cylinder, this one is the middle cylinder, that one is the left cylinder. I've run the bike to get a bit of heat into it, because obviously you want to keep it, you don't want to set them when they're cold. They're absolutely bang on. So now what you do, hang on, I just need to figure out how to hold this. Okay, so what you do, you can see this gauge is jumping around a bit. You just alter this dampens it. So if I open it right up, you'll see it starts wobbling around. So you just turn this and it dampens it, because obviously you don't want it jumping around, you want it static. Okay, but what you're looking for is all three gauges, if you can see them, moving together. So maybe the centre wants a little bit of a tweak. Okay, so let's go down here now. So you tick over, adjust this carburetor. This is why it's hard to do. This screw here, you can see it, that one, that adjusts the middle carburetor. That one, there, that adjusts the left-hand carburetor. So screwdriver. So if we look at those, this is so hard to do, showing you. So I'm going to adjust the centre one. Adjustment has brought that just above the line, quite similar to that one. That one needs just a little bit more. In fact, it probably doesn't. Try the left one. Sensor. Right, I'm going to slow the tick over down on the right. Bear with me. I'm doing half a turn on the two adjustment screws, screwing them down. Sorry, this is really hard trying to hold the camera. Right. Choking on two-stroke fumes. What I've done, I screwed them down, which then brings these up, so those shouldn't be too far off now. Let me just hold this camera so you can see. Right, those are all now sucking at the same rate. So, let me turn that off. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take the vacuum pipes off because it makes the engine run slightly differently when you remove the tubes and replace the caps. Then we'll see which cylinder is running the quickest. I'll show you how to do that in a minute. I call it a slave cylinder, and one cylinder always runs a little bit faster than the other two, or it fires more regularly. So to adjust that and get it so it's crackling nicely, you adjust the pilot air screw. So there's this one on this side, And there's two on this side. There's one there and this one here. You can see it. Sorry I'm holding the camera, but obviously you need to get in to see it. So what I'm going to do now, those pilot air screws when I built the carbs are 1 1/4 turns out, and it's running nicely, but I think the left hand cylinder is running or firing slightly more often than the centre and the right. So if that is the case, what I will do is I will adjust this. The further you screw it in, the slower the cylinder fires, because it's reducing the the fuel going into it. So I check this by standing behind the bike and simply holding my hands over the exhaust and feeling how often you get a pop out of each cylinder. And then it's just minute adjustments on these. But I think the left one is firing a little bit more than the centre and the middle. So what I'm going to do is, before I start it up, I'm just going to give it that much of a turn. So not even 1/4 of a turn. So I'll start it up. Hopefully you'll be able to hear me. And then all I do is simply hold my hand on it, so I'm going to have to put the phone down. Right, it is still running a little bit faster, so again, screw it in just a little bit. After you've altered it, give it a quick rev.